Ah, it's me, Castilian. Ah, you got a minute, lad?
Yes, come in.
Okay, so Castilian just flings the door open, and you just feel the room shake as the door hits the wall. I'm guessing that vexes you a little bit.
A little.
So he just walks in and just goes, Ah, you've been in here for hours, lads. Hi. I was going to head down to the Scattered Heart. Do you want a drink?
Yes, that's fine.
Ah,
I'm
well.
not making any progress here.
Ah, excellent.
Rated PG-13.
I'll get up and reluctantly follow.
So Castilian just kind of like manhandles you out of the door. And you guys just start heading down to the Scattered Heart. So it's the same bar as tavern that Gwen went to earlier. So you head inside the Scattered Heart, Delman, and the patrons seem to be really happy about something. You don't really know what, and they look towards you and Castilian as you enter, and once again, they just say, Hey! Guys, I think this is another one of the heroes over here! And yeah, again you just hear, Yeah! Just go for the bar, and just go, and Castilian just goes, Oh, yeah, I might have told some of the lads about you. Hope you don't mind.
What did you tell them?
I told you to save the town, of course.
That is all?
I may have embellished. He doesn't go into any detail as to how.
What did you tell them of my abilities?
What do you mean? I just assumed you were a wizard.
You assumed correct. Fine. Do I see the other guys in here, or did they all leave?
They're not here. Just some really drunk patrons and a bartender who just looks like he's having a day. It's really noisy. It seems that probably this place has been quite busy since the attack. So, with that, what do you do?
I'll head on to the bar.
Okay.
Prop myself up on a chair if there's an available seat.
Yeah, there's definitely an available seat for you. So, so the bartender just looks over to you, go, another one of the heroes that Castilian has told us so much about. Listen, you can have a drink on me. You did a great service for us. And he just he fills up an ale.
Thank you very much.
He fills up an ale for you, and he just slides it down the bar towards your general direction.
I'll sort of hold my hand up to stop. Like, do you have any wine?
He raises an eyebrow at this comment, and he just goes, yeah, I suppose we have some reddish-looking stuff. Do you want that?
That will serve.
Okay, so he leans under the table. He takes out what appears to be a bottle of wine. It looks like it's caked in dust. He just takes a few moments. He blows the dust off and coughs a little bit, and then he uncorks it and fills a glass up for you, and again slides it over to you.
Cheers.
That's the good stuff. I'm going to ask. I don't know. Don't really sell it. 10 copper for that.
Can I smell it?
Oh wait. Hey, hang on a minute. This was free. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I suppose you can still have it. So yeah, you can smell it.
Much obliged.
Is
it good?
Are you a wine connoisseur, Delman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
He just wants to know if it smells like
In
vinegar.
character.
It just smell like vinegar. No, it doesn't smell like vinegar. It smells a little bit fruity. What fruit, you're not sure. But it smells sweet.
It's decent. Thank you, barkeep. I'll drink.
Okay. You drink the wine and it's not the best wine you've ever tasted, but it's passable. You don't feel...
This is fine.
You don't
Not
feel
a
like
vintage.
you don't feel like you're about to vomit, so there's that.
No wine.
Not a vintage worthy of my name, but old serve.
Okie doke. So, I'm going to say at this point, do you just sit at the bar drinking, Dalman?
Yeah, I'll drink my one glass and turn back to Castilian. And I've had my drink. Do you require anything more of me?
Castilian just goes, you can head back if you want. I actually asked a friend to meet us here. Yeah, he's a bit late though. I thought you might want to meet him. Has similar interests to you.
Oh, what kind of interest?
I don't know, you seem pretty fascinated by the dragon. Yeah, he's investigated them a fair bit himself. I gotta warn you, he's a bit eccentric.
Perhaps I shall stick around.
Okay, no. So you wait around the bar for a couple. I'd probably say about half an hour, and then you see a gnome come into the bar, and he's surrounded by 7 goldfinches for some reason. Each of them seem to be holding something in their mouths, and he just announces to the bar, "I'm back!" And everyone just looks up and they just think, Wilhelm's back again. Oh, don't pay him any mind. He's, yeah. So, Castilian just looks over to this gnome who just came in and just goes, Wilhelm, good to see you, buddy. And this guy just comes in and just plonks his bum on the seat and just, Castilian, how you doing, my friend? Oh, got a few stories to tell you. Wait, who's this guy? Pointing to you, Delman.
Oh, my name is Delman Bramble. Nice to meet you.
You're the friend! You're the one that Castilian told me about. Oh, I've got so much to talk to you about. You saw a blue dragon, didn't you? Yes.
Could you do it in a lower decibel?
What's that?
Speak. You are rather loud.
Yeah. Okay. I'll lower my voice a little bit for you. Okay. So anyway, the blue dragon. What did you see?
Nothing too interesting.
Oh, I must have seen something. It's got lightning breath and it's got that terrifying presence and it's on torch on and it wants to fight things. Oh, you must have seen something. It must have been so spectacular to see something up close.
It was a wonder to behold. Sure.
So at this point, one of the goldfinches drops something into this Wilhelm's hand and he just offers it to you. It seems to be a brown, it's like a brown cube. It looks slightly fleshy, and he just goes, "Hey, you want to try a flippity gibbet?"
Excuse me?
Flippity gibbets! Woo! Just has his mouth agape, just offering you this food stuff, you assume.
I will not take it.
Hi, you don't know what you're missing. He throws the flippity gibbet and he just catches it in his mouth. And a few moments later, you just kind of like start to see him shaking quite wildly, and he just goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 what a rush!" So, this guy for the next few minutes just questions you incessantly about blue dragons. Do you have any questions for him?
What? What? What are those around you?
Oh, my goldfinches! They follow me everywhere. They bring me snacks.
What are they? What are finches? They're birds.
Yeah, they're just birds.
Okay. Can I speak with small beasts to ask them what the fuck this guy's problem is? Like, what? What?
So yeah, you can do that if you want to.
Well, actually, no. I guess that's not speak with animals. It's not the same thing.
Word it exactly like that.
It's not the same thing. It's. I can't talk to the animals.
Yeah, it's just you can kind of communicate one idea, but I don't think they can talk back to you
Yeah.
for your ability.
Communicate what?
It's just sort of like what, Gah! And they just collectively shake their head at you. Okay, so this guy just rabbits on and on and on for a while, and I'd say about 20 minutes into the conversation, he goes, "Oh, I actually have a present for you," and he goes into his bag and he pulls out a dragon statue.
It's most intriguing.
It looks really nice, actually. It's just a grey dragon statue. You can kind of see the eyes have a couple of gemstones. They look like shards of ruby.
This is quite beautiful. Where did you get this?
It was actually it was given to me by oh god, what are they called? A couple of oh god, what was his name? Some guy in the Lanitum, you know.
Yes.
Maybe you don't know who
I
they
know.
are, actually. They're kind of these peacekeeping monks. They've been around for a few years. Seem to have an interest in dragons apart from outside the cult. But I thought you'd like it more. I've already got about 10 of these.
Can I take it and can I investigate it?
Yeah, if you want to.
Can I? I know it takes 10 minutes, but can I cast detect magic?
You can do.
Okay, I will cast. I'll ritual cast detect magic.
Okay, so you just go and do this.
On-
People just look at you a little bit strangely as you do this if you don't explain what you're doing, but ultimately everyone's so drunk out of their minds, and this guy is just knocking back flipsy gibbets like no one's business, so he doesn't care.
Can you do that quietly? I
Wow.
need to concentrate.
Yeah, he can't really. He just kind of like he's got his
Really?
cheeks pouched. He just turns towards you and then he just attempts to swallow them all at once. Starts to choke a little bit. Slams the bar with his fist a few times and yeah, one of the patrons just tries to Heimlich him and he suplexes him onto a table. So you, I mean that's how you'd stop someone from choking, right?
Absolutely.
But anyway, you managed to virtual cast attack magic while all of this is going on.
Okay, is there anything magical about this statue? Or on him? Because it has a range of
20 feet, I think.
30 feet around me.
Not on him, no. The statue, you can sense something vague coming from it. You're not really sure precisely how the magic works. It seems like it could be used to house energy of some description. But nothing in it at the moment. There's definitely more than meets the eye with this trinket that he's given you. But as to what its purpose could ultimately be, it looks like it would have to be charged with something first. You're
Very interesting.
I would say that it's further than 60 feet away, this place, Zach. You don't just have spidey sense whenever something magical happens.
You say you have more of these?
I have to consciously activate it anyway.
Yeah, I've got about 10 of them!
You have one with you. I would like to investigate one of yours.
Oh, no, that's the only one I got right now.
Tell me again where you received this.
Some of the Lambton guys gave it to me. Yeah, they've been looking around for dragons a lot recently. They just handed one of those off, just said if I was near a dragon, something would happen.
Hmm. Does the statue react to my magic in any way?
As you were ritual casting it, I would say that the eyes did glow a little bit. But other than that, no.
Near the presence of a dragon, you say? Hmm.
Ah! Yeah, gotta be honest, I've never actually been near a dragon myself. Kind of trails off as he says that. As if it's something he's a bit ashamed of.
Hmm. I've only met the one. The blue one. Yeah.
Ah, well, you have
I'll stow the statue away.
Okay, so you stow the statue away, and with that, yeah, Wilhelm just suddenly starts to feel tired. The flippity jibbers must be wearing off, and his head just hits the table, and he's asleep. Castilian just kind of like looks over to you, just like, yeah, this happens more than you think. I'll get him home safely. Don't you worry, lad.
It's fine. My kind are rambunctious. Not to be unexpected.
The goldfinches are just chirping around him, and they just kind of keep picking at his clothes, like they're trying to lift him up. Obviously, that's not going to happen. They just kind of like, rip his coat, and they just start fluttering up, and then they realize they can't do anything, and then a few seconds they try again. So yeah, seeing this scene, Delman, what do you do now?
I must retire. Speaking back to Castilian. Thank you for the experience. I have work to do. And I'll leave back towards the house.
Okay, so you're going back towards the house? Okay, so with Delman going back to the house, Arthur and Zach, as you've been working, you could hear shouting down the streets. Kind of odd because from what Gwen said, it sounded like they were pretty rowdy earlier. But you could hear someone shouting about something. Really excited, but yeah, unless you kind of think of it, you don't really pay it any mind.
There's still time between me finishing sorting and them finishing work, right?
Yeah, I would say that they're still working when you finish sorting because that was only about 2 hours, right?
In that case, I'm making a copy of the note
Okay.
that kind of threatened him.
Yeah, that'll only take you a minute.
Yeah, and also write some more notes in my notebook. Just a few sketches.
Okay.
About this day, since the last... Yeah, I wrote in the morning, so I wrote about the day.
So are you basically just writing notes for however long they're working for?
I'm guessing I'll finish before them.
Okay.
Not that much happened today. I documented till that day. So, I mean, I went to town with Zark. Zark stopped at the forge. I went off. So, just the short woods, walk in the woods. Yeah, write about the thing I sketched.
Okay.
I mean, that's about it. I will not write down. No, I'll just write down. Yeah, what happened to me that day.
Okay. So unless
Help
it's
you it down, you hit me.
okay, so
That was early in the morning's notes.
yeah. Anyway, so you guys continue to work, and I'd say so. I said you did about 12 hours worth of work in 8. So yeah, 12 hours after you started, Arthur, all of your components have been completed, and you're now at the point where you can assemble your creation.
Yes, I immediately do so.
Okay.
Starts with the legs working the way up.
So I would say that process takes you another hour, if that's okay.
Mhm.
Just to kind of like place each component, you kind of like you do something to bond the metal, like these components together, and yeah. So after a while, I mean, do you actually assemble this inside the shop, or do you take this outside?
I do it inside the shop because it's not going to be any bigger than me.
So it's going to be about the same size. Okay, so
Not fearing any more banging, I'll look out of the office, see what's going on.
okay, so yeah, you can just see Arthur is presumably on the floor, just slowly assembling each piece of his glorious, glorious creation. I assume that you just sit back and watch what he's doing.
Yeah, go over to Max again.
Okay, Max once again raises his head up in your direction as you walk over, again, like expecting you to pet him.
He gets his fuzzing.
Yay! Yeah, he just barks happily at that. So yeah, you just sit down and yeah, Max actually starts to look intrigued, especially. Yeah, so do you want to describe what your creation looks like as you're now putting it together, Arthur?
Okay, it stands on two legs and it leans forward. It is a Carnosaurus. For whoever doesn't know what one of those looks like, imagine a smaller version of a T-Rex with smaller arms and a pair of horns on the front of its head. Obviously, it's made of metallic sheets of metal, so it's a lot more mechanical in nature rather than looking like a lizard. There's a tail swooshing at the back for counterbalance. And yeah. Neat.
Yay!
You made a robot dinosaur?
Yes.
Yes. What else were you expecting?
Does it have something barbed at the end of the tail?
Awesome.
Let's say again.
Does it have anything like barbed wire also at the end of the tail?
No, it does not have barbed wire at the end of the tail. It just kind of pieces out into a series of small metal plates.
Does it have atomic breath?
No, it does not, sadly. Unless Bug is very kind.
No,
Very kind
you're
Bug.
not having that.
Oh, I know what that dinosaur
I don't
is.
even really know what that is, but I assume it'd be broken, so I'm not allowing it.
You could give
Tell
me a
us, Breath.
Dragon Ball and breath weapon, maybe?
Maybe at some point, but not right now. Okay, so so for gameplay purposes, your Steel Defender is now completed, Martha.
I can make a note out what its health actually is now.
When you get a moment, just send those stats over to me because I'll have to probably track that myself.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so I'm going to say at this point, with the adrenaline of the task fading away, you suddenly feel very fatigued, Arthur, because you've been working for 12 straight hours.
I
And-
pat it on the head, and it responds kind of like a dog.
So does it? So just give me an idea. Does this thing have any sense? So is it basically behaving like, let's say, like Rex would behave?
Basically, yeah. It
What-
is sentient.
Just to give me an idea, in combat, do you command it or does it act independently of you?
On its turns, it can act independently, but it can't make attacks unless I command it to attack.
I'm
or
guessing
bonus
it can only
action.
do the dodge action.
But if I go unconscious, it can then act freely.
Does it
Take any action it wants.
does it take the dodge action if you don't command it otherwise, unless you're down?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, just so I have a better handle on what it does. So, yeah, as you pet it, the thing just, like, you just hear, like, a metallic groan as it acknowledges. So I think if you're like, Kinda like-
That's a good boy.
like a handsome boam.
Need to name you. You're going to be called Roberts.
Just hear another.
I think
It,
he likes it.
it approves of Robert, yes. Okay, so
It looks like it's done. I'm gonna stand up and stretch and like time to get some rest.
I'm just looking at it, wondering how anything I could have helped hammer together ended up as that.
I mean, somehow it happened. I mean, I think it was a case of you were literally just straining out like the crooked pieces of metal, and then Arthur treated it. Basically, you just saved him a lot of like additional labor, basically correcting like the imperfections in Brandon's work. Unfortunately for you, that mostly involved just hitting things really hard.
Which I enjoyed. Or should I say Zark enjoyed?
Okay, So do you guys head back to the house?
Isn't there a river nearby?
There's a river running through out the middle of Greenest, kind of towards actually, it's
Oh.
towards the south side, isn't it?
Is it
I can-
dark yet?
Well, yeah, at this point,
Yeah.
I'm going to say. So I said like 4 hours from 6 o'clock. So yeah, it's about 10 o'clock right now at night. If you give me a moment, I'll just show you the Greenest main map so you can see where the river is. So kind of like south of the town. And I think it's not actually that far. So it's about 100 foot from the keep. If you wanted to go there for some reason.
So go for swimming morning, Zoc. Work lots today.
Yeah, you did. Thanks. I put kind of a weak arm onto his shoulder.
You just it just like you put it on, it just slips off really slowly.
Now I'll make my way back to the.
Grumpy man, go for swim too.
Yeah, might do that. That was me.
So do you go swimming in the river then?
In the morning.
In the morning, okay.
Making my way back to Nightfall's house, I just lie down outside in the dirt.
So you're outside in the dirt, and
Not even make it inside.
Zark, do you go inside?
I'll carry Delamain inside.
I assume you didn't want to do anything else, by the way. Sorry, Blaine.
Dalman is inside, Doc. It's Arthur.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'll carry Arthur inside.
Did you want to do anything else, sorry, Blaine?
No. Just
Okay.
go inside too.
So you're just following him. Okay, so you guys go and rest in bed. So which room is everyone going in? Because there's a few more people now. Like, are you? I'd say that there's 3 beds in each room. No, 2 rooms. So which room are you sleeping in? Are you all sleeping in the same room together? Gwen, Blaine, and Zach? Oh, sorry, Gwen,
Yes.
Blaine, and Delamain.
I believe Marlo and I were in one room. Was
Yeah.
that that?
I'm going to say that Marlo actually hasn't been with you guys today. He stayed back at the keep. I just kind of forgot about him, honestly.
Guy.
No worries.
Oh yeah, Marlo's a character.
If I'm honest, yeah, I'll just say that he was at the keep with Sebastian.
I caught up with Sebastian. Okay. How did we split it up? How did we split it up last time?
I don't think
I think
we.
Marlo and I were in one room and the others in the other.
Yeah, I'd say that. So, are you in the same room as Marlo then?
I'm guessing.
So
And
you.
I'm guessing Blaine might be in that room too because that's only 2 people.
Okay.
And the other 3 were in one room together.
Yeah.
Was that? I'm not entirely sure.
Okie doke. So in that case, you guys settle down for the evening to sleep. Okay. Do you guys want to do anything else before you rest?
I'm out like a light.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm just gone.
Right. So I'm going to say, as you are resting, the night passes uneventfully for a time. But Delamain, yeah. So
Insert dream music here.
yeah, let me just. So let me just start this. Okay, so Delamain, you find yourself in a familiar place and you're home, but something is off. As you look around, you can see the colour slowly fade from your surroundings, and you notice that you're the only one here. Just then, you feel a cold tingle on your forehead as a snowflake makes contact with your skin. You look up and see more snowflakes growing ever more numerous and frequent, setting on the ground, covering every surface in a blinding white sheen. You try to call out, but your words are muffled and unintelligible. As fear wells up inside, you attempt to move, but are thrust off your feet, as a vicious and howling wind manifests from nowhere. The gale blows with such intensity that you instinctively grip your throat, as you suddenly find yourself unable to breathe, unable to move, and then unable to see, as the snow's callous embrace continues to encroach on your form, forcing you to your knees, and all you can do is wait as you are slowly submerged in a sea of white. At this point, Zark's eyes spring open, who notice that they are shivering as if it were a cold winter's night. They sit up in their beds, and then their eyes widen to see that the walls are covered with frost that is rapidly increasing in density towards the direction of Delamain, as the wood begins to groan. What do you do?
Can I use my magical awareness?
Yep, you can feel very, very strong ice magic coming from Delamain's general direction. And as you do this, the frost grows thicker.
Am I in the same room as him? Or
I'm going to say that you're in the same room as him for convenience.
I want to try and wake him up.
You try to shake Delamain awake, and he is incredibly cold to the touch. And he's just lying there, deathly still.
Is there a fireplace nearby?
Yes, there is at the base of the room, but the frost continues to mount up, and the wood groaning becomes louder.
Who else is in the room with us?
It's just you and Delamain in this room.
Arthur.
Arthur's outside, he was asleep in the dirt, wasn't he?
I said I picked him up.
Zark carries him.
Oh, you carried him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say that Arthur, at this point, as it gets colder, you're woken up by this as well.
What? What?
Just like struggling to try and get a fire going. Oh.
As soon as I start to see the frost, I'll pull the serious up, right? What's going on?
Strong, cold magic. So I can't wake up. Wake him up.
Okay. I'm going to grab my mace, and I'm going to run over to Delamain, and I'm going to push him hard with it. Not hit him, but it's like push him inside very hard to move him.
Okay, so you push. Actually, make a strength check for me.
Okay. Straight strength?
Yep. Okay, natural 2, you slip on the ice and you hit your head on the bed opposite. Take 4 bludgeoning damage. And that knocks you prone. As you lie there on the floor, you can notice that the frost is starting to also envelop the floor, and you feel it going a little bit up your foot.
I immediately try to move away from where I can feel it on my foot.
Okay, it's not kind of holding you in place or anything like that, but yeah, at this point, the groaning is getting quite loud, and you hear footsteps coming from downstairs, and it's
Delamain, wake up!
and you just hear Nighthill run to the door and just like, what is going on in here? Where's this frost come from?
It's coming from Delamain. Something's happening.
We need to get him outside. The building's probably going to give way if this keeps up.
I'm just going to pick him up and try and run outside with him.
As you pick him up, make a con save, Zach.
A 19.
19. Okay, as you pick Delamain up, he feels very, very cold. But you manage to clench your teeth and, yeah, no harm comes of it. So I see you carry him out the building?
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way down. You can notice as Delamain's moved away from the source of the frost that the frost oddly starts to dissipate a little bit. Like it's gradually reducing in thickness, but wherever he goes, it becomes more frosty. So,
Is this a fire pit there?
what, sorry?
Is this a fire pit?
So as you go downstairs, you pass the fire pit, and it's actually lit. But as you go nearer, the fire just goes out.
Oh.
As you stop to look at this, Nighthill just shouts once again, "We need to get him outside! Now!"
Run outside with him.
Okay, so you guys go into the courtyard, and as this is happening, back in the dream, Delman, the wind starts to die down a little bit, and you manage to crane your head up. As you look forward, you can see two motes of fire appear in the darkness, and then the silhouette of two monolithic wings looking down at you. You can't see this thing's mouth. You get the feeling that it's smiling at you, gleefully. And then you hear a voice that you've heard before, a voice you hoped you would never hear again. And it says to you, My, isn't this nostalgic? You averted the storm recently, but we both know what is soon to come, and the role you're destined to play. My strength continues to grow, and soon I will leave my cramped dwellings and lay siege to this land once more. You should use the gifts I gave you more freely. You've spent so much time these last 4 years trying to harness your potential, but you still know nothing. However, in my infinite generosity, I shall assist you once again. It's the least I can do for the one who saved my life. In the time that this is happening, your consciousness fades at this point, Delman, in the dream, and you've been carried just outside of Greenest Keep. The frost started to encroach in the courtyard, so you kept moving. And at this point, Zach, Delman becomes too cold to hold anymore, and you drop him on the ground. As Delman makes contact with the surface, he starts to convulse quite wildly, and he starts to radiate a blue energy. Zach, make a dex check for me.
I do have advantage on dex effects I can see while I'm not blinded or incapacitated.
Yep, roll with advantage then. And okay, on a 15, I would say that you managed to dive out of. You managed to get enough distance away. Delman just appears to there is this blue explosion, and suddenly, roughly about 30 feet around your general area is just covered in ice. You can just see that the dewdrops on the tree leaves are frozen. The animals that were around, the squirrels are being frozen in place. And the blades of grass are now stiff. And with that, Delman takes a sharp intake of breath, wakes up, he looks around, he realizes the nightmare that he thought he walked away from is happening all over again. Okay.
No.
And with
I
that,
thought this ended.
and with that, that's
Just
the end of the
at the
session.
end, talking about it.
Yeah.
It's not nice, is it, Doom?
Cliffhanger.
I'll just be like stood there looking quite scared. I have no idea what happened.
I would have been stood there with my mates, just kind of looking on, just wide-eyed for us all that.
I'm assuming the shouting woke us up in the other room too.
I would say when Governor Nighthill started shouting, yeah,
Yes, Governor.
I just focused on the other perspective just to drive things along. But yeah, I'd say that you guys probably
session, I'm assuming that we followed.
Yeah, I'll
that.
backtrack a few moments just to get your guys' reaction as well. So
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah, I wanted to
I'm
end.
happy with no more specific reaction than just walking
Yeah.
behind, following behind, trying to figure out what's going on.
I
and
s-
seeing the end of it.
I assume that this was okay to end. I think your hard
Fine.
cutoff was 8:30, was it, Elf?
Yeah, this is fine.
So
This is
yeah, I
fine
just
for
wanted
them
to give
now.
you about
Gives them
15
more time
minutes
to eat.
grace. Yeah.
So what,
Yeah.
you're saying you want another 2 hours? Okay then, let's go for another 2 hours.
I don't think Sky could keep awake that long.
I think he's crashed. Oh no, is it?
Mm.
No.
No.
So were you asking Blaine a question? Sorry.
I was asking if that was fine with him, or if you wanted more of a reaction. Because I said it's fine with me to not have a more specific reaction.
I mean, I would say that we'll go back a couple of minutes in time at the beginning of the next session, just so
Town
you know
travel.
you guys can kind of like go downstairs and just see what's going on, because obviously that was interspersed with what Dalman was seeing in his mind. So we did maybe skip about a minute in the real world. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm. Mystery afoot.
Yeah.
Very
So-
chilling ending.
Very chilling indeed.
Hmm.
So, yeah, we should be back hopefully same time next week with Hoard the Dragon Queen.
You won't be in work this time next week.
Later.
Oh no. Well, you know what?
Normal time next
Yeah,
week.
Normal
yeah,
time
this time
next
next
week.
week it'll be normal time. Yeah.
Yeah,
If anyone's interested in football, England are winning 1-0.
thanks.
Football now.
I'm not interested in football even
Nope.
remotely.
Who's interested in ball foot?
Precisely. But I don't really know what's happening. Did we ever come up with another time slot for Neros just yet?
No, we haven't decided quite yet.
Okay, so we'll discuss that off stream. Just hopefully we'll have one in the near future. We just kind of need to sort out schedules. But anyway, thank you for anyone who stayed around and watched the whole stream, and we shall speak to you all next time. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Any.